So we're about to talk about the context a little bit more and what you can see in the area around you and how um, a vampire thing goes and how it can grab the energy from the people even if you don't know about it. So basically, first of all, um, you have to imagine the hospital. So a lot of people with the different diseases in the same room. You're the perfectly healthy. You go in and you instantly feel like something going on with you. You know, a lot of energy you're losing. So you go out and you get sick. Got sick, for instance. So this is also the form of uh, energy losing or vampirizing yourself by people around you. It's very important. To have a good people around you, you know, because this is your influence. This is who you are. Some people say, "Show me your friends." I'm gonna say who you are, and this is actually, in sort of a way, definitely the truth because everyone is giving us an influence in sort of a way, and the same is with the possessed people or not possessed people. You know, it's like they are having they're having like that problem that, for instance, that they're too possessed, like they're very strong. If they have a strong possession for an aggressive mode, for instance, they want to kill someone. It's like a little bit against the mentality there, and people are catching those frequencies and they want to follow. They want to they feel that this is okay, and the same is going on in a hospital. Basically, you're getting a certain mood, and that mood is causes you diseases or change of life or wherever. Um, so, vampire. Well, a lot of people who are doing the occult, I'm gonna tell you about Satanism a little. Well, you know, back in the time when basically I had a problem with what happened to me, and it was really terrible for myself. I didn't know how to get out of there. I had money and everything. I was just um, want to wanted to be happy again, and I couldn't because I lost a lot of energy from myself. So I wanted to get that energy back. And the real problem was that I could not get it back because it was already destroyed and it was damaged. So I tried to live and I wanted to grab it, and I grabbed it from the kids. So yeah, because a lot of Satanist rituals and people are killing kids, killing. It's a sacrifice to the Satan and the glory of Satan, and then you go into the point where it goes somewhere you don't want to go, and but you get that energy that you need, and this is sort of a vampire thing again. So this is the things that I've been through about 400 or 500 years ago, even less in some cases, and don't get me wrong. You know, I'm talking about these things because if you will study the people, like if you take a look at the people who are around you, many of these are been done more worse things that I'm talking about. This is I consider not to be approved to do something like that. But on the other hand, I decided to tell the truth. I decided to confess in a sort of way to myself first, you know, and say, okay, I can admit it, and I can admit that I was lying to myself. I can admit that I've been through the bad things that I didn't want to be through, and in that time I thought it's the only way, and now I realize it's not the only way, and I want to give it a shot, and maybe someone who is really in a common situation at the moment can take a look at those videos and say, oh well, I have the same feelings. You know, this is almost it. So yeah, that's crazy, I know, and that's pretty weird and, you know, immoral in many cases. But this is what I remember, and this is what I feel. So take it or leave it, hate or love it. Uh, at the moment, like, major parasites are going on in the companies. So the bosses, many times. Sorry, this is. Don't get me wrong. We have to be very careful about who we call boss. You know, the people who are in charge. To the people, they grab them and they take the energy to themselves. It can be money. It can be just an energy of life. It can be health. So, for instance, all your colleagues are having a problem with health, and your boss is really, really healthy. That's one type of parasite, vampirizing, and another type is, and also very, very common, is underground stations and tram stations where you go and someone is sitting closer to you and you instantly can feel that you're losing something, that you are under mind control or you are under hypnosis. This is the way of vampirizing people. It's very, very common actually, and unfortunately a lot of people doing this and don't realize that um, even if you will eat 1 million of people, it will not give you satisfaction, because this is not your will. This is not your uh, natural evolution. This is not, even if you're very, very advanced on that level, if you're very, very in a high position, you must go back. You must take it from scratch. You must do it again. And this is what actually my path is like. I want to do it again. I want to start from the place I made the mistake, and I want to realize what I am, and I want to do it again. If it take me 500 years, 6,000 years, I don't care. This is right. This is what I want. So be careful about those things. If you have a feeling that someone is sitting next to you and taking energy from you, that probably can be a real person who is sucking you up in sort of a way. Of course, the same thing is going on in prostitution stuff. A lot of prostitutes are doing this because they are missing the energy and they are taking it from the people. The same is going on in the music industry. A lot of musicians are having a big problems in nightmares and stuff like that, drug addiction and stuff like this. They have no energy, so they grab the energy from the people again. And the same thing is going on in the churches. And it's really interesting that, but a lot of churches are also vampirizing people, and of course they will never confess and they will never say, yeah, we do so. But they don't need to. They don't need to, because they are afraid that they can be wrong, and if they are wrong in something, they can be wrong in everything. And it's easy to confess, oh well, I feel so sorry, I said a bad word about my brother here, and this is the worst thing I could done. But if you realize how many bad things you've done to the other people because they don't want to believe in God and stuff like that, you don't take it. You don't take it. So, and most people don't take it. I'm not saying you directly, but so this is one of the dark sides of the occult. And number one reason for occult is power, because you want to have power. You want to have more people you can take to your close audience and take the energy from them. And that's also very bad in a sort of way, because many times it's not controlled actually. Many times it's not always control. Many times it's just like a way of life. People think that this is good for them, and they feel better. Of course, you're like on drugs. It's like you have a drug like cocaine, and you instantly goes like high, and you feel like, yeah, I'm a superhuman. So the same effect is here with that false magic and false spirituality and false evolutions. I'm really sick of it. I've been through a lot of things, and I guess I can tell you what I really think about it, and I hope it will help someone. And the last thing about the occult and why the spiritual Christianity is occult. Well, you have a lot of sacrifice. You have a crucifixion. You have killing a lot of people. There are a lot of killings. Also important thing, when the people die in Christianity, as saints die, they take a body, they take a bones, they split it in quarters. It's necrophilia, and it's also part of a death cult, because every time something like that happened, they wanted to. This is actually black magic. For instance, your reincarnation can be completed only on 2 points. One, you're very, very advanced spirit that can really disconnect your body, or two, or someone disconnect your body, like astral body and your mental body from, or bodies from your physical form. And then you can do the reincarnation, or your body after 40 days start to go on the next level, and those after death, it goes to the dimension where the whole body must be dead, so it must really return back to dust, basically. And if it's not returning to dust, so you cannot disconnect your body. So in those cases where the necrophilia goes on, and many saints had a head cut it, hands cut it, and stuff like that. They've been through. They are basically in trap, because they cannot get a new birth, and they cannot evolve again. So this is also the reason why many kings and stuff like that, those spirits are trapped into the graves in a form of sanity. They are in the churches, but these are basically a black magic and necrophilia. And this is also a reason why Christianity is a death cult. Well, this is all I really want to tell about for now about Christianity, because we've been talking about it for a long time. Leave the comments down below. I'm happy to read any kind of questions, and I will try to answer them.